that's my ankle. Got it. Now, 2, 3. Hold. Slow back swing, smooth transition. Right? So that's the mantra.
Good call.
It's going to be different for every player. And you'll even find. Are we in business?
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, this is just for me and you. You know,
Right.
If I take clips out of it later, it's something it's cool. You know that I like that I'll take it out.
Right.
But it's not like I'm streaming live or anything like that.
No, you're fine. No, I've had a starting point in my head. Now it's kind of giving you filler there.
Yeah.
So basically lost my train of thought there. Sorry.
We're talking process drills.
Yeah. There's something to it. So
Sorry to distract.
Oh no, you're fine. No, please, I wanted to be a discussion. So every player's mantra is going to be a little bit different, but the thing is, this process drill helps you, number one, practice it, number two, develop it even further. Because I mean, a player on your caliber, you got a good stroke, you got a good process. Is there going to be room for improvement? Sure, but where is the question? And the only way that you're really going to be able to find it is either having educated eyes on you or doing this and putting your own educated eyes on you. And so the process drill, why don't we take a few shots at it? You saw how I explained it, right?
Yes.
Now, was there anything in there that I said or demonstrated that was like new to you?
No.
How about the iPad?
We haven't talked about the iPad.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it. We haven't in person, right?
No, we haven't talked about it in person. We did talk about the eye patterns, and it has something that I have been looking at as well. Is and I got up there and I think my eye pattern's right? So you start on your cue ball, then you look at your object ball, right? You know where you want to hit, and you go back to your cue ball, make sure you're on the right spot, focus on the object ball, stroke, shoot. Okay, but I know there's more in that process than just that, right? Because you're supposed to be, in that same line. You're supposed to be addressing the cue ball, a couple practice strokes, slow back swing, follow through.
Right.
But while you're doing that, you're doing your eye pattern at the same time, right?
And I want to add something in because I heard what you said. You said you're keeping that online. Well, the whole process is a series of decisions that you're going to make. And the very first thing you hear me, I like it. What does that mean? So this time, I want you to see the barrel. I want you to be over there looking down my barrel. So that way you can see my eyebrows, forehead, whatever you need to see the eye pattern. So this is I like it. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Make one more practice swing if you need to. Nice. Smooth transition.
I see.
So now, did you notice? So I had two decisions here, two confirmations here. Did you notice where they both are?
Is it on the cue ball?
No, decision.
Decision.
It's like I've been telling you, it's all a series of decisions. What decision is it? I like it, or stand back up.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And what are the 2 points that I'm making decisions here?
At what points are you making those 2 decisions right there, is what you're asking?
Yes.
I'd be guessing if I said it, but if I had to guess, it would be one point was after the practice swings, if you didn't feel comfortable, where I'd say, I'm going to stand up, or if I'm comfortable, where I'm going to go.
Well, yes, but where is that point?
Oh, okay. After the aim, right, and you're at that.
What do you mean after the aim? What do you call the aim? Sit down and demonstrate it.
Yeah, sure. So at this point, I'm getting down here. Alright, I'm lining up. Now I'm doing this at the same time. I saw you do it differently, right?
And that's okay.
right here at this point is where I'd say, no, I don't feel good with that, or something like that.
Yeah, so that's you're spot
That's
on.
my experience. That's where I would feel.
You-
Right? I don't
you're-
know about
you're
your
absolutely
training.
spot on.
I just know about.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Might be going a little bit this or something like that. It's time to stop, get up, and do it. Or somebody walk by, or whatever it is. You know, something
Right.
like that. I know at that point, that's where I want to see it. Stop.
So
what
those
was
2
your-
points are set and pause. So the very first thing you want to do as soon as you get down on your shot is you want to set on your target. So here's the thing. Let's say we're shooting a long, almost straight in shot, but not perfectly straight in. So that way we got to shoot with a little precision. Something like that. You gotta cut it straight. Whatever, if you don't cut it, you're gonna miss. So the very first thing, like, okay, I can drop in on the shot. Mine on my micro dot, mine on my micro target, really and truly, 90% of the time I got out. So here's how we teach it. I want you on my right side.
Yes.
All the magic is right here. So, all right. So the very first thing you do, as soon as you drop in, you put your cue down, and for me, it starts up here. Other players do it a little differently. I don't really care. I'm not gonna take you. I just want you to be set. Be focusing on the ball. Have you ever watched Scott Roller shoot? You ever watch him actually get down on a shot and get settled into a shot? Not bad for that. Looks like
He does take some time.
he looks like he's getting on a hard one. He is not my style. I'm gonna mimic him a little bit, but I'm gonna look goofy. Just he's like in my head I hear really specific about how he's set on the ball. He's probably the best, at least top 5 best examples of that. Setting down on the ball. Now, what you're doing when you drop in, you might not be on your micro dot. So your first, I don't know, I think 5 seconds. You need to, okay, we're dropping in. That's it. And only micro adjustments. If there's anything more than micro, guess what? Reaffirm. And I dappy duck. I'm terrible about that. I try so hard. Okay, so that's the step. And then we got our 3-stroke side back. And so you can do whatever combination. I know some players that do 1, 2, and then that's. I know players that do some pretty advanced side back. You ever watch David Al-Qaeda play?
Don't pay attention. I watched him play a number of times. I don't pay attention to enough to the foundations of stroke and stuff on these guys.
Okay.
I don't.
So welcome to the fun. You're gonna be.
I'm gonna start doing a lot of it now.
Yeah, you're gonna. It's gonna stay fun in this way. All these things are really funny and you just didn't know. Local players that go both ways. Both ways is very somewhat similar, but a different approach, we call it. Both of them are, their pre-strokes are not exactly coupled with their, like the regular pre-strokes isn't exactly coupled with their high cut. So what I mean, they might be 3, and then they're,
Okay.
but it's not, so.
I'm similar in that aspect that
And I don't care so much about that. I care more about the fact that you are using a simple and easily repeated, consistent eye pattern than what your specific eye pattern using is. If it works for you, great. I don't think that's one part of my job I don't have to do for you. Like speaking as an instructor. Anyway, so what I mean by coupled is what I've already demonstrated, which is alright, and I like it. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So they're coupled with the 3 strokes. And I really don't care specifically about the individual. Again, we're trying to help the horse come to water, not choosing aquafeeder to tonic for them. So anyway, so that's the free stroke slash eye pattern part of it. And the main part about the eye pattern is number one, get set. Number two, you've got to have your eyes on the target. At the 3 seconds before you actually right? So those are the two biggest. The specific eye pattern itself. So many different. There's a lot of available. So, but anyways, so as we already talked, the eye pattern. The second confirmation is going to be at pause. And pause can come in 2 forms. 2 different forms that come in form number 1 is how I do it. I've already demonstrated. So, well, actually, I kind of do a combination. Eye pattern number 1 specifically is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now my eyes go back onto the target. I pause, then I swing. And the other one. I do my. Now my eyes go back. I didn't do it right. I'm not used to it. The hand goes back, and then your eyes go back on the target. And so, like, you know, Butch Croft, how he just sits there and sits there and sits there for so long.
I've watched Butch play.
You haven't?
He doesn't play around.
Oh, well. Butch would always.
When he used to be here, I wasn't here a lot. Big pause.
Big pause. And back here. I'm a little bit in between. I made that ball. I didn't name it. A lot of times when I demonstrate, I don't really aim because I don't really try. Because attention, bang, you know what I mean? But anyways, plus I like the ball to come back to it. Anyway, so the way that I do it is, now my eyes are back on it right now, and then I swing, but I have a slight pause in the back, but I don't have a long pause. So when I'm playing the best, my process looks like this.
Ow. I felt that.
Alright. You want to get a couple process drill? Sure. And I always couple it up immediately following the Mini X, Mighty X, or the drill that you saw me shooting earlier. Just do your process and keep in mind, anytime you ever want to fix anything in your game or you want to incorporate something like your eye pattern and make it a little more intentional, this drill right here. And you would want to put yourself on camera so you can watch it later or have me in front of you.
It feels normal for me now. But I've been modifying things, so I've been changing things a lot. So, but now I'm paying attention to it.
Yeah. Hey, I want you to try something actually. Get down on the invisible cue ball right here, but I want you to get down at your finished position. All right.
Too choked up? Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
That's fine. You're comfortable. All right. Now bring it back to the pause position, which is like the furthest back of the backswing. Now simply just return your hand back here. All right. Now I want you to get back. I want you to get back up. Back up. Approach this ball. I want you to just one stroke it, just one pull all the way back to the pause position, and return it back in real time.
feels normal for me, but it feels there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's why. I want to say I don't feel it feeling different. It feels normal.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like
it doesn't feel like you're normal, but it feels like it is normal.
It feels normal. Right. But it doesn't feel like
I went over my head.
it doesn't feel weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that.
So, what do we do?
Well,
With that, what were you trying to accomplish?
just so with the first stroke, you hit it kind of kicking. And so the whole reason why I did that is just because that's how you really stroke the ball. And that's something, so there's two things that I like to use to teach players how to address the ball. And the first thing I do is put your shoe on the shot line and put your toes on the shot line. Okay, all right. Now step forward in the position of the table and come. All right, okay, perfect. That's the stance right there. If you go stand behind you, I've got perfect clearance. And everything's in line, right? So between that and then what I just showed you, just bring the hand back and then we'll bring it to the position. That's the stroke right there. And after that, it's just a matter of speed. So we skipped one of the mother drills. We're going kind of super fast here with our explanation. Say, okay, you probably already know that this mother drill, where between this diamond and that diamond, you shoot for that diamond and that back people. Yeah. You want to make it happen 2 or 3 times?
Jumped up a little bit because I want to see, because I can't see the diamond from over here.
Hey, let me show you. let me show you something. Actually, this is since we were talking about the process, anyways, and eye patterns. So one of the things that I noticed about David Al-Qaeda and many other pros is when their eyes are at the cue ball, the pin is closer to the cue. When their eyes are at their target, the pin is a little further away from the cue. So as long as you move nothing but your head, neck, head, whatever you want to say, you can give yourself a little bit of a, where is it? Okay.
Yeah.
While you're shooting.
I will find myself, depending on the shot, I will find myself with like a long shot where I'll find myself getting down lower. But then I may have to get up a little bit to see
That's absolutely
what's going on.
You want to minimize your body movement when you do it. Now your stance, I don't really want to change much about your stance or anything like that. I'm going to tell you how to live your life. But
That was his, get the shit off my table.
I'm a fan of Mars. I didn't say anything about shit. Yeah.
obviously going to have a more open stance if you advantage it, but like your stance is so big, you have to put a lot of body movement into getting that actual height. I'm going to put the ball in your court on something like this, but on shots like that, you may want to consider just standing a tad higher in the first place. Because, I mean, you got to make it your own. I'm not you. I can't speak for you. I just plan ideas of things you can do.
I feel comfortable when I'm lower. I feel comfortable.
Or at the very least, do something that gives you a better vantage point.
Right. So there may be a midpoint though where I'm not like this.
Yeah.
But just like this. This still feels okay.
Or maybe
when I'm down like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes when I'm like this, I feel much more comfortable about the stroke.
Yeah, I do notice you have a lot of movement there.
Up and down?
Yeah. But hey, that's a you thing though. I'm not going to tell you nothing. So I told you we have both have
35, 37, something like that. In serious.
Yeah, you're gonna have some flaws that you have mastered your way through. So, as much as I hate to sound like a hypocrite, the best approach as an instructor, in my personal opinion, is you do you, and then teach students like, hey, look, we want to be as close to orthodox as possible. I'm not orthodox. You don't have a perfect pendulum.
I don't. I know that, and I've gone past that. That's not gonna. I'm at the point where I understand that that's not gonna happen. But
Right.
I also saw a lot of feedback from pros and others where they go through with the piston.
The only
where
thing
they're
I
not
would
doing the pendulum, they're doing like they're pulling
Yeah.
through, and as long as the ball impact happens before you pull through, it's good, right?
Well, so funny enough, you just reverse engineered what I was about to say to you.
Ah, okay.
The only complaint that this is ironic. The only complaint that I have about your personal process is that you have trouble moving towards the lift. Yep, you didn't.
It goes through before I get there.
You're like this.
Where am I?
Yeah. When you go wild, you were shifting up and down a little bit,
Okay.
and then you drop. Which I'm not gonna really like. I'm not gonna beat on you about the elbow drop, but as long as you make contact with the object ball first, and then you treat that elbow drop as like drag car with a parachute. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the elbow drop to me, that feels like a parachute or whatever. But all right.
Well, you give me something to think about there because I will work on that. I do want to. I don't want to.
And if you want
Because I
to
know
work
if
on
you get lazy with that, sorry, if you get lazy with that, it could cause an issue.
Yeah, or it causes big issues. This whole process, I'm going to teach you, the training process, is all designed for you to look objectively at yourself and then find solutions. I don't like to look for problems, I like to find solutions. And the solution here in your case, so I can help you, like if you wanted to pursue a perfect pendulum, I've got tools for that, but I'm going to use it. It's not something I'm going to say you should do that. However, here's what I think, personally, I think I say you keep your elbow dropping, but I have a strap in here that you put on one cue, and then you carry it around and you go like this, and that cue is like strapping your rest of your arm, and it just with that perfect pendulum feeling. And I would take the approach of just getting you to feel what. So like when you were doing that, you were looking at your head all sweet too. So like I'm not like again, I'm not nitpicking you or beating you up on it. You do it well, but like you were like this a little bit too. And so like that's what I'm saying. It's like it would just keep you with this feeling beforehand, and then you would still have to train without the strap. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling it?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
See what I'm talking about? So it's like a
I see it.
it's like a you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just an extra added factor.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Darn it.
Oh, it's a.
No, I got a tape roll run away from me.
What?
Hey, can you get your shoes? You got that tape roll run away from me? I'm gonna put my brake together for this one. I just always feel more safe with it for some reason. Probably because it's thicker. So we're just gonna do this for a moment, just so I can get you a feeling of what the level feels like. And if you wanted to
Oh, it keeps your arm like that.
Yeah. All right. I like to put together like this. So long like that. And really set very well with the height. It's still not to my liking. Just get the feeling of it like that. And then take it off once you get closer to it.
I wonder if they make anything that these days that's like a shoulder, like a strap to the shoulder where it'll hold it like that. I wonder if they make anything like that.
I don't know.
I'll look when I get my phone back.
As instructors and creators, and probably good. All right.
Sure.
I want that right there. We go. Now let's see how that is for your right. Go ahead and drop down and see if it. How's that? Too restricted, too tight? Feels weird. It is weird. I'm not even gonna lie, weird. It is weird because you've been doing it for 38 years without doing it like that. I can see. Look, you're even lifting your elbow still. Now here's what I find interesting. General rule of thumb, when you use a perfect pendulum, the only place that your hand and fingertip can go is down, right? Because, check it out. Damn, that is something.
Right. Right. So that's why your impact has to be at
Yeah.
a certain point in the swing. It has to be. If you put your impact point too far ahead, you can go down.
Right. And here's the funny thing I noticed with you. Your arm is hitting at a perfect pendulum just now, and for some weird reason your tip wasn't moving at all. It was lowering a tad, but like
Is that low? Is that low enough, maybe?
well, your tip was high. You were like,
Oh, was it?
yeah.
I'm not. It's gonna get me higher. It's gonna get me higher.
Yeah. Exactly. Here, let's see.
Take it out.
Maybe a little, or is that good?
Yeah. I guess I could be higher. Like that.
Okay.
Well, let me get the side, okay?
But you get to, yeah.
That, like that. Well, I probably like to be right around there.
So where it is?
Yeah, is that, well, yes, when I go in there, when I go into it,
So what do you want? You want higher a little?
Let's try this out. It's because it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I get it. When you straightened out a lot too, though. I don't want to put a ton of focus on this right here.
No, I know, I got it.
Show you.
Checking it out, yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't, like I said, I don't want to change your mechanics or anything, but I want you to see what the perfect pendulum is really all about. Now, there was one last thing I do want to do with that. You do pre-mother drill number one with that in mind, with that feeling in your arm. Just, I'm not going to critique, I'm not going to do anything. I just want you to feel it now. Go by feel.
You want me to go ahead and feel?
Three process drill. How's that feel? That looked good.
It's so good that I concentrated on it too. When I'm not concentrating, I'm sure I'll fucking drop it.
That's why we do this process drill 10 or 15 times before you play pool for league night, and you're programming yourself.
You're programming.
You do that every time you play for 3 months, you're a whole different player all of a sudden.
Absolutely.
You know what's really funny?
Why, did I drop?
No, that was great. That was great. But I accidentally led you to water on some other stuff. So like, you're always very fast and loose. And when we were growing up, that was how you had to play pool. Today's equipment, with the exception of Park Avenue on those 9-footers, because you know they're super slow, they're mud balls. Standard equipment today, you want it out, you want slow control. And by just doing what we've done so far, here's what I noticed about you. You are the exception to the rule because you don't really hit the ball fast or hard. But on your free strokes, I've always noticed they're beautiful. So don't take it the wrong way. Sure. On your free strokes, you're very fast and loose. I've noticed it's just
Sometimes.
yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If you ever find yourself where you're like falling apart in pressure, like whenever the times that you need a pressure-proof stroke, that's the weakness. Is that super fast. What I just saw from you just now looked like any average 700 ranked player. Very slow controlled in the delivery, very slow controlled in the movements and the process, but also fluid, and it's to the point where it doesn't look slow and controlled. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen Mitch Ellerman play? He looks like or Donnie Mills. How about Donnie Mills? They both look like league players, but they are a freaking brutal force to be reckoned with. They're both 750 range, maybe 770. And you watch them play, and you don't think that they should be running out and running out and running out. Wow, they're on a 3-back, what the hell? But they just do it. And you have that. And so I want to be very careful not accidentally taking away from you on anything. But at the same time, I want to help you grow and develop. But I want to teach you as the instructor more immediately than as the player.
Sure.
You
No,
know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
And I,
So-
no, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
is that.
and we've got the two, which don't
You
get me
got
wrong.
tips to give me, that's great,
Yeah.
and that I can work on. But as an instructor, I need the tips to become a better instructor.
I said this once before over the phone, and I said it kind of quick, but I'm gonna get you taught as an instructor, and then after that, continue teaching you as a player. Because, to be honest, there's a lot to this. But like, it's all good, I think. So, anyways, let's get back on track here. Mother drill number 3, the speed drill. So, if you start with this right here, I want you to choose first drill. And have I explained the speed drill to you yet? So there's 5 speed zones. If you go to that rail and land anywhere from crossing this line, hitting the rail and crossing that line again, that's a 1 speed. Excuse me. Frozen first diamond. Both diamonds on either side of the same bucket. Nice. And there is a 6 speed, 7 speed, but I mean, unless you're a short shot player, you don't want to do so anyways, I'm going to teach you how my son used it. I haven't taught my son went up to like 0 to like mid-600s range, and only playing about 5 minutes. Yeah, so see that they do all that functioning. These drills that I'm showing you today are everything that took this drill in particular. This is how he did it. He would say verbally, "Give me a 1 speed," and get down and do it. And if he overrolled, he would come over here and say, "Overrolled about 5 inches, 6 inches, whatever, half a diamond, whatever." Or, "Oops, I came up short of half diamond." Just say it out loud. Again, you're programming. Why don't you give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 speed real quick?
So, explain up and down. Is that what it is? Like a lag? Okay.
Yeah, so you shoot it up and down with the leg, and you're going to land anywhere between crossing this first diamond and crossing the other. And by the way, the process drill and this drill, and even the straight stroke drill, if you're struggling.
But a little bit over. So what do you?
Well, a little bit under.
Oh, a little under.
Yeah, I would say about a ball and a half under. And it's, again, up to you to say it out loud. Now, you can choose if you want to go ahead and do a 1 speed again successfully or move on to the 2 speed.
So typically when you drill and do 1 until you get it, and you go to 2, and if you fail, you go back and go back to 1.
You don't have to.
I know. Well, typically in drills, that's what I'm doing. Because I'll start over.
Yeah.
To keep it hard, but I know you don't have to.
Yeah. Let's go. The main thing is programming yourself on what each speed looks like. And then when we practice, other drills, what were you shooting, a 1 speed? Yeah. That's a perfect 1 speed.
I call that a little over, but yeah, it's right on the button right there.
Yeah. Well, it's on the button enough. So that looks
gonna be a 1 speed.
Be a 1 speed, yeah.
It's gonna be a 1 speed. Well, maybe. I'm gonna land 2. Good.
No, it's not a 2 speed. That's a.
Oh, we gotta come back to the 2?
Yeah.
Oh, now I got it. Okay. I actually hit that light enough to make it there, but I didn't realize I have to come back to the round one.
Technically, it's in that zone, but that's not the game. So,
Didn't hit that speed.
but for the most part, on tournaments, alright, so that's a successful 2 speed. For the most part on tournaments, Thomas used, my son would just use process drill and then speed drill. Now, if he ever was just like, he knew he wasn't swinging right, he'd call it straight stroke drill. But only if like, just like feel that something wasn't going on, you know what I mean? So, anyways, 5 to 8 of process drill and 5 to 8 of this will help you adapt and adjust to anything. So we did pretty. I don't know if I told you, we did pretty well in Vegas. I showed up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to try to get practice in, and everyone else did it too. So it was like it reminded me of the old school park guy. Remember how busy the place was? I love it there. Fun to miss it everywhere. I miss it too. Yeah. I do too. I grew up in that place, man. But anyway, so
I remember where I grew up.
did I?
It's different. It was a different pool hall world.
Yeah.
Lot of money games for sure.
No, I get it completely. Yeah. But I was having a hard time. I always have a hard time on the 7-foot brand new cloth because
I actually do very well with the new cloths. They slide a little bit. Ball. I can get a ball in the pocket a little easier than a dirty old table.
It's this speed that throws me off. That I have to like sort my stroke up a lot because I have a very powerful stroke. And even even on the 9-footer, I have to tone it down. On the 8-footer,
I notice at home, because I got a Simonos at home, and when I stroke a draw, it fucking comes across the table and back, and I'm like, but when I get here and it only goes about half a length of the table, I'm like, holy shit.
yeah. So that's the point of this drill. So give me a 3-speed.
So that's here.
Both diamonds on either side pocket.
Oh, okay, so here?
Yeah.
Oh, so this was, oh, that was 2. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Where did you put like?
I landed here on the second.
Okay, yeah. So that's a 2-speed.
So they want to go back to the side pocket. So I'm aiming for side pocket or, yeah.
The vast majority of your shots are going to be 1, 2s and sometimes 3 speeds.
So fucking hard.
That's okay, let it roll out.
But I know now what the final speed's gonna be.
That's a 4-speed though. And hey, you know, I laugh so hard at that because that's actually what I say a lot.
What do you guys playing today? Put a little right on that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. No, this is a little far.
Yeah, so these kind of drills will outline your stroke flaw.
This is something I haven't done enough. It's really just sit there and figure out. But it's gonna be different on every table, right? So.
Ish, but you're going to be able to make profiles. So like, for the most part, most of these 9-foot tables in here, with the exception of table 4, you already know, huh?
I do.
Oh yeah, you're forgetting to tell yourself you have 3-speed. Is that good? Is that good? Oh, the drama. Yeah, that's good. So, but make sure you tell yourself, give me a 3-speed. That was it, or that was not it. Because again, you're programming
Speak it out
yourself.
loud. Speak it out loud.
Speak it out loud and make it happen. And if you don't make it happen, make a note. Give me a 4-speed. I feel like you overhit that. I know. It's looking good.
Just in the 4-speed area.
No, we're not. Man, why did it look like this? It's
rails.
Well,
Maybe
that too.
These rails.
They just came in this close.
This cloth looks in better shape than some of the others.
Well, no,
I don't think people want to play the drop pockets.
I like that too, but I mean, they just watched it. It's
You mean backhand or what?
no, they watch their tables. Right now, table 9 and 10, those 2 empty tables, they watch. They're the last ones that they watch.
What do they watch?
They soak the whole thing down and back.
Huh.
Now I noticed something there, and it's just an observation. You were not dropping your elbow on your 1, 2, and 3 speeds. You dropped your elbow. You dropped your elbow on your 4 speed, which that's okay because that's what a lot of players do. Is they have less elbow movement on the softer, more gentle shots. On the heavier ones, that I used to always be an elbow dropper. I don't really do it so much anymore because I'm just perfecting it works for me. I really like it. But you'll notice 2 factions in the instructor. There's the SPF, which I'm part of, and that is for pin drill. And then there's the tag that won't really bump over. Now I take a neutral stance between both, and I say, hey, look, it works. It's on you. And I'm willing to demonstrate what it actually looks like for people. I'm willing to train people everything I know. But I don't say you have to do it like this. Because only you can make that decision.
Sure.
Only you are you. Like that's no other way around it. But go ahead
I realize though that doing it the Orthodox way will benefit later on. So I'm willing to incorporate it, which is why I've been changing my stroke over the last 6 months to incorporate the pause. Not just because they say that's the way to do it, but because I've seen that the reason why behind it, right? The reason that, you know, you kind of get doing a reset right before you let go, right?
It allows you to make a neurological connection between your body and your mind.
Okay.
And I kind of like to look at it as allowing your subconscious to figure the image of what your intention is on the board. You know what I mean? Pretty neat way of wording that. So give me, what are we
We're on 5.
We're on 5.
Yeah, 5.
Now I would take note of all that unintentional spin.
Yes.
But that was a successful part.
Now, do you know what's the door of that potential spin?
Aim better?
Okay.
No, actually.
No, it's so approximately 87.5% of the time.
It's quite the percentage that you've made out of it.
Right? 87.6% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Yep. Anyways, a whole bunch of the time that you get actual side spin, it's one of two reasons. And either we're gonna go to that side actually. It's either physical misalignment or it's in the wrist action on your delivery. Now my shot line is here. I want you to stay on probably this money instead of table. Yep. Alright. So what's the first thing you notice? That your arm is tucked into you. Right into it, but still.
Your stance, you're out to the wide?
I'm standing over my top line.
You are. Yeah.
So that's the most common one I see. Sometimes I see people that are like boxed up like this.
All of it's going to have to do with it.
And the way that you do that, the orthodox way is about right here, stepping forward. That's
Sorry, is Jacksonville?
Oh, is it? Yeah. I saw something that looked familiar. Max itself, I saw both players and Max over there, sorry.
yeah, anyways. So it's going to be a lot of different variations that are anywhere from close perfectly to here to like one demonstrate here and shot like this, right? Find that connection. However, this will help a lot of where maybe you tell me the proper way that you're supposed to be aligned.
The shot line is there, right? Where are you supposed to be? Because when I align, right, that's the shot line right there. This is my alignment right here. Okay. I'm a little bit, yeah.
Couple things. I'm listening. I've got a tool at my
All right, good. All right. So if that's the shot line, right? My cue is the shot line, right? This is where I'm aligned up. Okay. Back foot. The toe is right about in line with that shot, and that's where I'm lining up.
Okay.
But that's just me from 30-something years of doing it, right? Nobody told me how to do it right.
I'm not going to figure out there.
You should get yourself one of the thinner.
I like the thinner ones better, to be honest.
forgot about this. This is my dad.
Oh, okay.
I had to see if he had anything. Alright. You probably already know this. Go ahead and go on the other side of the barrel.
Move my cue over.
Out of your way. Alright. So, to answer your question, what needs to be online? You already know the answer to that. I brought this book over. This is from the very first page. Very second page. So they have this right there. We have a drill called the Vision Center. That's my Vision Center. I already know before this, but I like to put it out there just so I can have some sort of demonstration. So to answer your question, the Vision Center has to be in line. The bridge has to be in line. The cradle and the grip, which the grip never grips, and you already know that. The wrist, the elbow, shoulder, and the Vision Center have to be in line. It can be done like this. It can be done like this. It can be done like this. Now, I was in alignment. I was in alignment with all three of those, right? I come over here and these are the three stances that I demonstrate. See where you're going. And the third one, kind of like yours. It's comfortable for me. Yeah, exactly. You don't have my neck. So, we're going to do something that's going to go real quick. Yeah. Get it done. You want me to watch you? Or you? No, actually, you're going to be the one to do this.
That looks almost professional. The seven ball's a little bit up.
It looks.
There you go.
It's on the line.
I'm telling you, dude.
Come on now. It's good now. But I like to go up to the left.
All right.
So here you go, get a top line. What do you want us to do? Get a top line?
Maybe.
That one's good.
Actually, this works.
Got more
These
choice.
are like better.
That's a good idea. When I was putting my football, I wanted more about these times, man. Because every single one of these are 11.5 inches, 11.5 inches square. And the one
I like
line is
that.
what?
I like the gritting.
Huh?
I like the gritting like
Yeah,
that.
it's like when I pop all those lines, lay out all my lines, you can see the gray out, it's like kind of scans.
I like it.
I just gotta get my stroke down, that's what they with shit.
I noticed Smash Rob's table got a grip on it.
Who's coaching?
So here's what this drill is.
Teach me how to play ball.
Oh,
The young lady right there. Ask me what
oh, that's Alright, so this is what this drill is. I already know you know the put your hand on the wall and start counting high. Well, and how to find your vision center.
Get low, get left, get right, get high, higher, up. Ooh, that's great right there. Yeah, that's great right there. Okay, so that's how you do the vision center drill. And I remember they're not straight.
That's fine.
Right there. Right there. So it was here, at your vision center, like right around here. Yeah, it looks like it's right there. So here's how I like to look at the vision center. That right there. So when you get down on your shot, sometimes with the line, where's your right here? So
I'm like right here. That's what I'm feeling. Like right here.
so when you get down on your shot, it should be right here.
Yeah.
So get down on the elbow. Just get down naturally. I don't want you to put yourself there.
It feels like it hits it.
Like that's already where you already stand.
It feels like that's where I already stand.
So like I said, a lot of things that we're teaching here, as a player, you've already figured out.
Yeah. And actually, I pat myself in the back for years with this. Like I told myself, the last 30-something years, and then the last. Although, when I talk about how when I grew up, man, there was legitimate pros that they weren't teaching anything.
No,
they weren't teaching anything. But you would play a race to flag for $5, and you would lose every time.
Yeah.
But you would be watching, you learn. There'd be sets where you never shot the damn ball. But you learn, right? And that was a 15, 20-minute lesson for $5. This is not honest.
This is not honest.
Oh, it's okay.
It's sticking like
Oh,
it's not.
it'll stick better to the skin than it will to the cloth.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
That got me. Alright, so the next of the mother drill, a tangent line drill. Now, you already know what the tangent line looks like, I know.
Yeah, no, I want to hear it though because I need someone to teach it. So that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about you teaching me, we're talking about how we teach.
Exactly. So,
I like this. I like this because this is, I need one of those for teaching. Although I do it like this. So and I'll show you what I do. But not when I'm teaching, but when I'm trying to figure out where my ball is going to go. I'm going that. Yeah, the shot's going in there. That's going to go in the side, in the corner pocket. That's what I'm doing.
So I would even cheat this out.
No, I'm absolutely cheated to get to there or there. Absolutely, I know. I get it. I'm just doing.
my cue up like this, and then go and a 90.
So when I do tangent, I do center pocket is right there, and then I can play with that to change, go forward. That's what I'm doing because I don't want to play for the cheat.
Yeah.
I don't want to aim for the cheat. I want to plan to do center, and then if I need to, because it's going right in that pocket or whatever, then I will compensate with a little cheat or follow or draw if need be. So I've been really focusing a lot on center ball when I can on these angles because I don't want to throw off my aim with the spin. Right, what I can.
So here's how I teach it. Is do me a favor. Is that on the center of the pocket?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. All right. So I always teach. You ball right there. So that is right where your cue ball is going to be when they come.
Right.
You're left with the forward. Right. Sometimes you get into your imagination with this goose. But if you come over here, you see this line of centers?
Yep.
So that line is the edge, the front, where the line where the front edge.
Just to the right of the point. Yeah.
So that's your dead stump. So you can apply that on any and every shot, everywhere on the table. Now, do you know where the follow line is?
It's a guess. For me, it's a guess. But the follow, so that's the stun line. The follow line, like what, 20, 30 degrees? Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know that. Okay. Yeah. So that's right.
Would essentially be.
It's 30 degrees, isn't it?
Yes, it is. If you go what's essentially your front knuckle over that contact point, wherever your middle finger, with your finger facing wherever the ball's going to go, wherever your middle finger is pointing. So that's your.
So the follow line's actually gonna, well.
Now that being said, you're right, but you're also not right because
Absolutely. Right.
so it's kind of a real thing that this is our way to teach ourselves what angle we spin and what shot. So let's do something real quick.
Oh, I've got some of that.
You got donuts? Oh yay!
I use these all the time for my own learning. Absolutely.
Will you do me a favor then and set up yours for the others? I'm going to set them for you. And by the way, I've got 2 student classes for you. Books of Tuesday for you.
Look at that stuff. Good, nice to see you. Okay.
And so you got a rough way to
We got a bottle of water. You want one too? Oh, you
I
got
got
one?
one, I hadn't even broke into it yet.
Yeah. Do you have a tab already or no? No. I'm gonna just start you one. Is that cool? Yeah, man.
Alright, so there's a different way to hit every single one of these balls.
Right. I've seen this drill. I've seen this drill recently.
Have you ever done it?
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead and hit the one ball for me then.
So one ball. So
I'll give
go
you
a
a
little
little
to the left of that. So I'm gonna go a little to the left. But where am I hitting it? Center? Does it matter? Just hit it at this point.
I'm not going to make you require it.
Well, just hit the one ball.
Different shots. Different spots for different shots. There you go.
Okay.
That's about to crush this shot.
Hey, that cat has a ring can't kick in the screaming, man.
Yep. And now we're
I felt if I didn't hit it that slow, I was going here.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to tell you, but you have to hit. So, I started it. How are you? Hey. I was going to say, the best hit I can give you.
I thought we were marking there. I put one there. Sorry.
I thought that it like stuck to a ball.
No, that's funny. No, I put it there first, and I'm like, oh, we're not doing that. Okay, got it.
I was going to say the 1, 2, and 3 are all different follows, and the 4, 2 are all different kind of follow shots, but different speeds.
Sure. Okay. Oh, so they're all following.
Different speeds and different reflexes too. Because remember, not all follow shots are both in sync.
Okay. All right. So 2 ball. 2 ball. I feel we can follow. Just the tip above. And I'll bring the angle out a little bit. Now, there's too much follow. I got it.
Well, there was probably another factor in there too. You know, did you catch it?
What, the distraction?
No,
Oh, I know. I did, the angle increased too much because I went to the left side over here. So if I go in here, that's going to cut that down.
different combinations of like achieving the angle and whatever else.
This feels like a little bit of above center. Right? So that felt good. This one, so this feels like a stunt bike,
I like it.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that was.
I want you to do me a favor. How hard would you say it?
How hard? I don't know how to measure it. Right? So
Medium soft, medium soft, hard?
medium soft. Medium soft.
Okay.
For me, medium soft.
And you hit that what, high?
No, I hit it a little bit in the center, but I followed through. So it was stunt and follow through. I know that's not what we're doing here. It was stunt follow.
Yeah. No, it's fine. So there's another way to hit this. Yeah, that's what
So
I want to see if you can.
another way to hit it. Well, I mean, I can figure out a few different ways to hit it, but if I go, if I put it more towards the left side of the pocket, no follow, I'll hit that. Okay. I think I went too far left. But, oh, that's that one there.
Yeah, so the whole reason why I looked at LB in particular doing that is that you're going to be doing work on this drill. There's different ways to get to the ball. Sometimes you gotta have to open your arm.
Absolutely. No, I get it. Oh, absolutely.
And that's not going to be the only ball that we can do that on. There you go. Alright.
Felt like if I hit that a little harder, I would hit it dead on instead of coming off the rail on it. But yeah.
For me, this one, you can just come in a little more than the minimal.
Stun it over.
What up? How are you? You got right minimum there.
I did, right?
That just reminded me of something. Okay. Let's rewind like 20 minutes ago. You remember when I put the chalk on?
Yes. Yes.
Do you remember the second race?
Alignment?
No, that was the first race.
Yes.
Yes. So the second reason for that, yeah, it's very good. I heard the footsteps coming. So damn. I heard the footsteps.
No, don't hurry. Listen, I'm good at staying as long as you need to.
Yeah. And so
One of your fathers back here.
yeah, that's okay. Okay, so do you remember the short
I have the checklist. You sent it to me as a message. I don't remember everything that's on it. 3 questions.
Where's my tip? I'm actually going to use this. Where's my tip?
All right.
No, show me again right there.
And I carry my wrist. So, or whatever, you know what I mean? So, if your tip is not going straight, obviously that's not a good
Sure.
Where's my grip? Oh, that's not my finish position. Now my personal finish position, right here. Now do you need a finish position, but when you also drop your elbow, I'm going to say that like
Now what?
those strokes, the power strokes when you drop your elbow, it's not going to hurt so much, although it might hit your finish position. But when you drop your elbow, your knee keeps going. So what I'm getting at here, I don't have all of my props with me, but I usually like to bring it to because that's my cue ball. Let's say with a perfect pendulum,
a finished position every single time, right? Good. It's supposed to be that slot every single time. It's the same, like, it's measurable in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you drop your elbow or something, it doesn't really have to be. I'm being super nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? But,
No, I got it.
but like, that's kind of the general gist of it. So where's my grip? Where's my grip? Try that question. What up? How are you, Wayne?
Hey, Wayne.
And then where's my cue face? So if your cue's facing up to here, it go up, like that. Where's my cue facing? It wasn't a good delivery, right? So where's my tip? Where's my grip? Where's my cue facing? Any chord stroke, you ask yourself those 3 questions and you can figure out what did I do. So basically what I'm getting at.
Yep.
That's
See me do that?
way earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's
That's weird.
Well, I saw your this.
Okay.
I didn't look at it.
So I curl.
Yeah. All right. Give me a 4 ball.
That was a perfect stunt.
Are you sure it was a perfect sum?
Yeah.
I didn't look at where I went. Perfect sum right here.
That's where I went. Cool. That's not what I wanted.
So,
Skip now.
a couple of adjustments you can make here. You already know. The easiest adjustment to make is probably going to be cheating the pocket.
I'm back here. I'm on the menu. So we know who's going to. I'm not a fan of drinking other people's drinks.
You're good. Oh, mine's probably going to remain unopened until I leave.
Oh, okay.
I'm terrible about it. I want to support the establishment, but
Sure.
that's a weird thing. I don't like my hands getting wet while I'm playing pool.
Same again.
All right, so if you're going to aim in the same spot, it's going to follow this time.
Yeah.
That's not a follow. Actually, you are getting a little bit of right hand spin.
I am.
I noticed some micro hairs
All right, then I gotta
on this
stop that.
shot before. There we go. Now, to reach the 5 ball, we haven't done any of these shots yet. You got a couple options. Obviously, it's stun right in, stun draw. This is stun draw. Here, you don't have a lot of options there. Or, now you can go two
So you do follow.
Well, you can do follows, you can do
And if your objective's to
multiple
get
rails.
there, if there's a ball in the way, you may have to follow. You may have
Right,
to follow.
right,
So
right.
if we're trying to get there. So no, I get it. So the way to do this drill should be to hit that 5 ball 2 ways. Is what I would.
Well, that's why I had to do the with the I had to do the 2 ball 2 ways too. You're gonna find a lot of shots are gonna have more than one tap and even no ball. Yeah, I don't know if that was yeah. Now I want to point something out, Lou. You have kept your feet in the same 2 foot and 3 foot spots the last like 3 shots. Most of your little like idiosyncrasies that you're gonna run into come from the form of you sneaking up on your shot right now. Yeah, you're resetting mentally, you know what I mean?
I got you. You're right.
Oh, I was here before all of you. Before
Yeah, you
everybody.
hit it. Just like that. All you had to do was a mental shake off. going, like, in practice, it was great. At the beginning, you feel like great level, and now I'm just spinning my wheels, and I realize I'm just not visualizing. And then all of a sudden, you start playing lights up, and I'm bringing it up. And it's such a little difference. Like, it shouldn't make sense. Right. It does. Absolutely does.
I talked to Dr. Harry next week. I just told him on Thursday.
Okay.
I know what you're saying about the spin. It's not cutting your spin. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. It's me doing that.
With the probably a combination of the moving elbow
It might be.
and the wrist.
You know what? I don't want to say that it's something foundational, but it's something just in my head that I inherently want to just spin a fucking ball every time because I've 30 years of spinning balls, and then the last couple of years I've been like, stop fucking spinning the ball. You're missing balls because of it. So
They say they
Do me a favor and try to focus this drill. It's not like what you do.
Well, I know I'm ovulating exercise. I told my ultrasound shoot I had an egg, and they told me so it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just she had a
like that. I've never done that.
Let me make sure that I communicated that effectively.
No, I think in my grandmother's I'm probably gonna end up with a pretty
Try that. See if that helps you out.
Really, this 12 ball's really pissing me off.
Moving it to the and by the way, I don't think we're hitting this while we're riding. What's your analysis on it?
You don't think I don't think I hit it either. What do you mean?
I don't think you're hitting it right.
Okay.
First off, now,
So I am just doing a little bit of follow. And I am coming to here. That's right. So I need a little bit more mobility, a little bit more follow. Oh yeah. We want to stop. I want to do skill straight. Definitely do it. You gave it away, sir.
you went the opposite way, but that
Let me get my shit out of your way. Hey, now it stays.
that was almost perfect. I think you had a bunch of right up inside there.
Oh yeah?
That's what it looked like.
That was advantage. That actually had that touch of inside, not running, but inside because I cut as I got here.
I said inside.
You said inside, but you meant outside.
Yeah, I did.
But I really did do inside on that one.
Yeah. That was a mind fuck.
It's okay. Boom. Go. I'm sorry. very hard. Well, I mean, it's not just me. I'm sure others have the same problem. That accuracy on my draw is very hard to control.
So funny enough, drills like this will help you because you remember how the 1, 2, 3, and 4 could all be different sections, little shots that different Q-tip in and speed combos. These can all be thrown into with different combos of that plus like pocket shooting or whatever. Sure. Where ball dropping, there you go. So give this one, well actually, you just right with it. And then we'll analyze.
That spin. The ball wouldn't have gone out that way as much as the slower spin would have brought you back. Absolutely. I thought center-ish. Maybe around here. Yeah. So I could, I'd have to not change the ball pocket. I'd have to draw. Okay.
Just experimenting and seeing how the
I understand. If I did this at home, I would have scratched it on. Right? So, it's a different fucking story.
Here's something that I had to adjust.
I want to say something about speed on this one, like you were just saying.
Yeah. So funny enough,
You got me doing so many things to fuck around with things.
I know. Well,
Not your fault.
well, you're good. Something that happens when I'm training. Yeah.
If you don't, this isn't for me to learn. This is great. Yeah. But if we have instructional things. I know. Okay. That's fine.
Well, yeah. All right. So we're talking about.
Beautiful.
Here you want to absorb more? Or?
No, we can stop with that.
I got the other
We can go through it. I'm recording. So I'm recording.
Gave me this. What? Your buddy gave me this. Very sentimental. I had a one of those. I love shit like that. My buddy owns and I was doing some writing articles for him, and he got my sister's on it. Like a group, and at the same time, he had I never asked for anything like this. I couldn't even believe this, but
Is that one of a kind, or is that?
Have you ever heard of the Bob Answer? It's the one I had, one of the older things, when he had a little guy down there. But no, that's, you guys were very complimentary. I appreciate it. You can have the avatar on here.
Never do another one.
Alright. So,
I don't want them to stay too long and get stuck.
Yeah. 6, 7, or 8 follow-ups on ankles. I need to get to an office back to get some of these.
Are you sure? Yeah. No.
I've got literally what?
I had a book of oh my god. I
Take some.
Oh shoot,
I've got time.
I had a book of there.
Obviously, they face that.
So, if we were in a hurry, I'm just going to do a little demonstration here. If we were in a hurry, see this up again?
No.
And this ball right here. Cut it in top. You know, the shot we spin it in. Okay, so my next.
This is the top draw, follow, or draw, follow, draw.
First you do follow, then you do draw, and then you do draw. So I want you to make a personal goal for yourself. You can do one of 2 ways. One of 2 ways. You can make it to where you do 25 follow shots, 25 draw shots, 25 shots. That's where I'm That's where I enter my brain. I do 25, 6, 7. 25 successful balls. So and so forth. And what I do, the way that I do that is I put all 15 balls up and pick a ball and more balls out. I'm on that side, do my follow shot. Then do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And a couple times a week. Yeah. We didn't give it the reason why I like this is I'm going to have you demonstrate. Now, first off, I want you, since we don't have the job set, I want you to demonstrate. 3 diamond, 2 diamond, right? The most important thing, it'll be about the first diamond and about the second diamond, but as you'll find, there's a million little combinations that this is what's most important. Go ahead and get down there and tell me what the straight line is. Select right here, ain't it? Just to the right of it. In the pocket. A little bit more in. So I want you to make it straight like this. Yeah. Alright, so here's what I want you to do, Lou. I want you to follow this at dead center cue ball. I want you to use your speed to put just enough follow to make the cue ball follow right here. Like let's say what?
You know these tables, right?
I know these tables.
Because if you do it with just enough speed, you're going to go to do this side.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's get the feel. Let's get dialed in. What a shot! What a. So I gotta be honest with you. I felt like you went offline.
I did. I absolutely did go up one.
Yeah. And he brought it right back. So that's the seasoned player right here. You definitely went off your routine, but you came back to your routine as well. Boom. See, that right there is exactly what I'm looking for. And you don't have to do too much.
No, we're just figuring it out right now.
Right. what speed would you say you're shooting here? This is like a 0.5.
Medium. So that's something I need to incorporate is numbers to how I roll to it. It'll help me because I think in math sometimes, right? So I think in numbers sometimes. So when I'm doing this, I'm doing this by feel. But I can't say to myself, hit that as a 2 because I don't know what the baseline is, right?
So there's a formula to be had here. First of all, where is your landing zone? What's your angle and the availability to get into that landing zone? Now, if there's availability, what speed is required? If there's not an availability, can spin make you? You know what I'm saying? So you know all this stuff, but you've never gone through all this stuff with someone. So it's not something that you've like really mastered. It's just something you'll do this enough times and all of a sudden you're gonna get good at it. But alright, so here's what one on this one. Stop. Stop, whatever. And you do a number of different ways. I want you to do it. If you're gonna adjust your position, do it the minimum that you can manage, and maybe adjust it in your seat.
Okay. Pretty good.
That was very good. No, something.
It went over a little bit. Well, but you know, we strive for perfection, right? So that's how I hit it. So that's how I hit it. Sometimes, especially when I'm putting draw or I'm trying to stop across the table, I'll hit like that. It's not a miscue though. But if you think there's something wrong, please let me know.
Well, hold on.
Good.
You tell me that's not a miscue.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, hey, if it fits, it ships though. But hey, you got the result though, so whatever. Sure that ball.
A little bit. Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry. That's not straight, by the way. The only thing I would say, yeah, instructor is coming out.
Results are results, but getting there, the journey to get there is important too, right?
Do you know what you look like when you're? Do you know what you look like when you're shooting?
I felt uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
I felt uncomfortable.
You had a 10 speed, and the way I know that is that's exaggeration, but yeah.
Usually when a player lifts their thing up like that, the wrist action's not happening. It's usually like a heart beat.
Okay.
Rather than. All right. Give me 3 or 4 draw strokes, and then we'll call that one.
reason why we instructors like the perfect pendulum so much is because here's what training is translated in this posture. Right here, point at which you make contact with the cue ball, you're at the highest level of acceleration to that stroke. It's always going to happen when you're at the So that's why when you get down on the shot, your tip is about a quarter inch away from the cue ball. Breathe this here. Every time, whether you're using a perfect pendulum, it's the perfect level of acceleration. And it happens, right? It hits when your hand is out. Does that make sense?
I need to adjust then because I think maybe my stance is too low.
So you drop your elbow, which that makes the timing a little bit more difficult.
Right.
However, we've mastered through some stuff here, so let's not take backwards steps when we don't have them.
Okay.
So
I also want to fix some baby steps too. If I can do things in baby steps, I'd rather do that. So.
yeah, by all means.
But what I'm thinking is like here, this is that impact point of 90 degrees. I'm going through at that point, right? So I may be.
What do you mean?
Like
So actually, let me ask you a question.
yeah.
When you make contact, where's your arm?
So that's the thing. I'm not realizing it until now, right? So I may be here.
Okay.
I may be.
Yeah.
So you need to watch, not me.
Okay.
So hold on. I just want to see it right here real quick. Yeah, I feel it already.
I've noticed that you actually, I don't really need to watch because I've seen that in you. But let me finish the point that, so good that we worked that out because one of the things I want to say is so,
Right.
yeah, so basically a general get that is slow down because how can you get to acceleration if you're already telling? I'm gonna move you out there. Okay. Full effect. We're gonna use it out here. Because it'll show me how much draw I'm getting. Yep. So what that means is I want you to watch how long that draw for. I'm gonna try to use the same speed of hit. And what I mean is tell me
When it starts going forward.
yeah, when it decides to be forward roll. Went most of that way there, right?
Right about there. Almost all the way there.
Any further?
It never stopped drawing, but it started slowing down the spin around here.
He's gonna have more accuracy out of 1,000 shots.
The one with the, personally, I don't know, my thought process is the one that's slower.
Going with that. You're gonna have more longevity. Your stroke will be more pressure with a slower, smooth transition. So I'm gonna leave the instructor lesson on there. So a lot of instructors teach pause. I do teach pause, but I teach you a little infinity. I teach it from all languages. What I mean by that is poking at about when you were
Do I get a little choppy? No. I don't. Okay. I just wanted to ask if I do because I feel like it. But no. But sometimes I feel when I get choppy, I'll stand up. I'll be like, well, this wrong stroke's wrong. It's not.
Choppiest means the wrong one.
Ah!
So
See. Go
it's
ahead.
one of the symptoms of the claw. The claw being so every free stroke's got to be motion, one motion, one motion, one motion. But do I get out there and go? That's what I call flow.
I want to point out something, by the way. Nothing wrong with it. Obviously, it's working. But I noticed that you are not. You're ending it. Like that. Oh, really? But so maybe it's no arm. You got lower arms. Maybe that's what you have to do it. I got short arms. So and I notice a lot of the pros do it like that too. Like you end up like that. I end up like that. I think it's long. I think it's the longer arm may have something to do with it because mine have to end up like this to get through. Or through.
There's a hub there. Really good. He played Dave Brooks.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, he would talk to people in a game they didn't belong here. And he was so freaking tall and he looked perfectly like back in the can. It was fun. He's alright. I want to have you do.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine, man. It's anyway.
Keep the speed of your backswing.
Oh!
Okay, sorry. Remember what I was doing it out on? Speed and backswing. So if you can move your backswing right when you get the forward, right every single time. And that's what I'm talking about. So I didn't mean to. I got tied up on the slowness, but like basically. You want to be close. You definitely want to focus. You also want to have enough control to where on that final backswing, it's remember what I was saying earlier? A lot of it was coming down to the basically what I'm getting at here is I want you to just keep in mind all of your because the slower your back is, all your boost strokes, the slower that everything's going to be until whip.
comfortable. It didn't feel weird, but I didn't get the performance.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't want to say I don't think I hit it hard enough because you don't have to. You have
I
to
think
hit
you
it.
hit it a little too thick.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I also
see
changed
this
my
right
grip
here?
a little bit. I changed my grip a little bit when I'm going to power draw or draw. I just get a very loose. I may even put a little bit of space there because you want to whip, like you said. You want to whip.
This right here is what you
And if you're tight, you're gonna do weird shit.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be tight anyway at all times, at any time. But
Well, it's a paradox. You gotta hit hard,
Yeah.
but it's more of a fast stroke.
and I watched, who was it? I can't remember who it was. It was Federer. It might be Federer. But it's like a loose crap, like a whip.
Not
Like,
Federer.
it wasn't him then. Okay, so, but I was watching because the only reason I was
That's
paying attention to it
like-
because there was a commentary and a replay of his stroke during the game.
Might have been SVB because he is an elbow dropper
Okay.
and he does do that.
It might have been. It might have been. So, and I took that to heart on a lot of issues I have with about being able to draw out of things across the table or whatever. And I started doing that with a looser grip, and I've been drawing. I've been drawing pretty well.
Imagine you are playing pool with a violin stroke, right?
Okay.
Huh?
Watch the ball.
Oh.
You're okay. Just
Oh,
don't knock
I
it over.
keep bumping
Don't knock it
into-
over. My phone goes bad.
Oh, right, yeah.
No, we're good.
Yeah, so basically allow the stroke to work. You don't have to give speed. The stroke may sometimes be fast, in this case, yes, but it's never hard. It's fast.
Never hard, only fast. Yeah.
But also slow.
Yes, exactly.
I'm glad that makes sense. You're getting there. It's going to be something to keep working on.
No, I get it.
Keep giving it strokes. All right, so here's two things I'm going to give you. Well, I'm of course, this is my buddy Tanner. He may be actually moving here. Instruction. Everything that it's not everything. This is a good workbook for the students. Remember what we were talking about with the process?
Yep. Go ahead and knock this off here.
Stand tall is how he describes the studying phase.